All right, so time for some words of wisdom. I guess I'll start first. A really good job today. After we had that talk about your mental approach, things changed. You all stepped in that batter's box and believed and had all the utmost confidence, and that's huge in this game. If you believe you can, you're going to absolutely succeed. If you don't have that confidence, you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to go very far. So you need to make that determination now, whether you want to believe and you want to succeed, or you want to just go through the motions and have no confidence. Then this is probably not the sport for you, because this is a game of failure. If you go up to bat 10 times and you only get 3 hits, you're batting 300, and that's pretty good in softball. I mean, it's a game of failure. Yeah, you hit under 500, but 300 is very, very good in softball. And so just know you have to keep working and be determined to succeed, or things just aren't going to go your way, and you're not going to be satisfied. But never be satisfied. Always continue to get better. Always think you want to be the best, and put in the work each and every day. Whether it's outside doing flips if you're a pitcher, whether it's taking dry swings in the mirror. Make sure you're always doing something to. It doesn't even have to be physical. It can be mental. Make sure you're imaging yourself in like these game-like situations where there's we all had that dream as a kid where it was a tie ball game, bases were loaded, it was a 3-2 count, and you're the batter at the bat. Have those dreams, and then you can see yourself doing it that way. When you come to the game and step in, it's easy. You've been there before. All right? That's all I got for you.
Like Jordan said, it's a game of failure. So one thing, like I talked about today, is you want to go up with the mentality of hitting the ball hard. So if you go up with that mentality, also have the mentality of quality at-bats. Always think quality at-bats. You may go up and you may end up striking out the final at-bat as you struck out. Okay, but did you take that count deep? Did you swing at good pitches? Did you foul a lot of pitches off? Did you make the pitcher work? As a pitcher, one thing I hate is when batters keep fouling pitches off, and when I can tell that they're right on my pitches. Like, that's an annoying thing for a pitcher. So get in the pitcher's head, swing at good pitches, make good contact, and hit the ball hard. Always have quality at bats. Okay, always remember, mental part of the game is a huge part of softball. So always talk confidently to yourself. I don't care if you have an at-bat, do not show the pitcher that. Do not show the other team any sort of weakness. Like the saying, fake it till you make it, that holds true for a lot of things. Like you having a bad at-bat, next time you come up, that bad at-bat is washed, right? 30 seconds to the dugout to get over it. You jog back to the dugout, head up. 30 seconds, get over it, get back out there, make up for it fielding-wise. All right, so always positive mental talk and practice. Practice. If you want to be good at this sport, practice. Practice makes perfect. Take your dad out, take whoever out, get some friends together, go hit in your backyard, take dry cuts. Think about things like that, all right? Be the ones to ask your parents to go hit. Be the ones to ask your friends to go to the batting cages or whatever. Okay, put in the work. You have to put in work to be successful in this sport. Make sense? Do you all have any questions? No questions about anything?
Somebody ask her something. Ask her.
Yeah.
How fast?
The fastest I've gone is 70. I usually throw about 68, 62, 68. What else?
Oh my gosh.
Any other questions? Do you have a question?
No.
Yeah, you had your hand raised.
Well, that was my question.
Okay, somebody else have another question.
Other questions? Who are some people's favorite players? Favorite softball players? Yeah.
Jenna Jordan.
Jenna Jordan? Can't say I'm on those.
I have a question.
But that's good.
What happened was it
Okay.
I have a question. How long have you been pitching?
How long have I been pitching? I've been pitching since, let's see, I think I was 12 is when I started. You see, my thing is when I started, I played basketball and softball. So, my big thing, too, is who else plays other sports? Okay, good. Don't let coaches tell you not to play other sports. Play other sports. Play as many sports as you want to play, as much as your parents let you, whatever. Play as many sports as you can. That keeps you in shape, that keeps you athletic, keeps you learning different games, athletic mindset. So don't just play other sports. That's my thing, if you want to. But so with softball, I played softball and basketball. And so I didn't really, for pitching for me, I would get frustrated because I couldn't throw strikes. So then the older I got, I wouldn't practice as much. So I got to high school, freshman, sophomore year of high school, I still couldn't throw strikes because I never practiced. Junior year, I was all right, I want to be good at this, I want to learn how to pitch. So then I started practicing. Once I started practicing and putting in time, I would stay after practices for at least an hour, would go out on weekends, pitch with my dad. When I started putting in that extra effort, that's when I started seeing results. That's when I started seeing, all right, I'm hitting the strike zone now, I'm pitching strikes, I'm doing better. So practice, that's my biggest thing is with practice. So it doesn't matter how young you start, how old you start, you can start when you're 16. It just all depends on how much you practice and how bad you want it.
Where did you practice pitching? Like the
In the winter, my room with a sock ball. I would make a ball of socks. Like I would just fold or wrap them all around each other, or put duct tape and we'll throw it against the wall. Or I'd just take a ball, and you can do it the same with yourself. Just flip it to yourself, work on your spins by yourself. Rise ball, just flip them on yourself. I would do that, or I'd work on spins, have my dad catch me on the couch, and I'd just sit there and do spins with him. Spins are a huge part of pitching golf balls.
Jordan, when you were in high school and like middle school and stuff, did you practice anywhere fancy, or where did you practice?
No, I practiced right in my front yard, right in the backyard. Growing up, we had a nice decent house. We had a nice little backyard and front yard, but we didn't have the money to really go out and spend too much crazy money. And plus, growing up, the sport wasn't as big as what it is now, and so I would practice out in the front yard with my dad. We made our own net. And then I did have a team. We maybe had like 5 balls. It wasn't like we had a whole bucket of balls like you all have now. And we got out there and worked every day. And I would do speed and agility things. It was makeshift. It was a lot of it. We made it ourselves. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I think we're losing that nowadays. We think we have to have the fancy things, all the equipment, just in order to succeed. And that's not really the truth. If you want something bad enough, you're willing to go put in the work. You're willing to find a way to get it done. And so that's what I did. I did a lot of dry cuts without a bat and things like that.
That's awesome. You guys, part of like what we're doing for you guys and this opportunity that we're giving you guys to come every Tuesday is to teach you, like give you the tools to go when no one is watching you at home, right? Just go home and just like almost have a relationship with your sport, right? Like it's those intimate moments when no one is watching is where like improvement occurs, okay? So like take this knowledge that you're learning from these awesome people, okay? Go home and just, like Coach said, I mean, take socks. Like it doesn't have to be fancy, all right? You don't have to spend a lot of money. It's just be passionate about what you do, and when you work at something, good things happen to those who work hard. All right? Let's go ahead and break it down.
All right. You didn't hear good teams touch. What are we saying?
softball.
All right, count it down for us.
Softball on 3. 1, 2, 3, softball.
Get out of here. See you all.